Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to Pick a Fight. Do you ever feel like you're doing so much in life that you can't get it all in? Well, today I'm going to teach you how to focus on only the 5% that you can do and how to delegate the other 95% out. Welcome to Pick a Fight. What's up, guys, and welcome to the Pick a Fight podcast. My name is Joe, and so glad to have you here with me today. We always fight for things because too many times in life we just fight against things. We just fight against our family, our spouses, or whatever, the media, the world, whatever. We need to figure out what we need to truly fight for. And so we hit on these 4 topics every time: leadership, spirituality, relationships, and we fight against lust. Today, we're going to talk about leadership. And so we're going to talk about the 5%. You might not be aware of this, so I'm going to break it down for you. Okay, we need to set goals to achieve, right? Like you and I both know that we want to lose weight, right? Okay, I'm going to set a goal. I want to lose 15 pounds by June 26th, whatever it is. Okay, but most of the time we set goals without thinking of who we want to be. Like, do I want to lose weight because I just want to look good? Do I want to lose weight because I want to be healthy? Like, what's the actual purpose behind the goal? Because a lot of times in our world, we start moving and we're in motion, but we don't have direction. We need to have motion that is leading to the proper direction. What is our destination that we want to get to? And that's what we're going to talk about, the 5%. So 85% of people can do what you do through your day. Like, think about it. Like, drive the kids around, pick up groceries, return emails, check phone calls. Like 85% of the things that you do, anyone can do. It's not difficult. Now there's 10% that we can train someone to do. So that's why we have college, right? That's why we create systems and processes in business and organizations, because something I do, I want to train someone else to do it, so I no longer have to do that. That's 10%, okay? Now, 85% plus 10%, we have 95%. So 95% of the things that you and I do, we should be able to delegate. We should be able to give that away to people, because there's only 5% that you and I can do. So what is your 5%? Like, when all is said and done, what is it that you want written on your tombstone? That you're great at responding to emails? Like, I don't care. That you're an amazing grocery shopper? Like, what do you want to do? Like, there has to be something that's driving you, because a lot of times, especially in leadership, right, we can get very focused. This is me included. We can get very focused on what we are supposed to do when it comes to our work. And listen, maybe you don't have a family, you don't have a wife, you don't have kids, so that's cool. Your work is your thing. But there's other things that are important too, right? Like our spirituality. So, like, here's the thing. You can't say you want to be a good dad if you're not working on being a good dad. Now, being a good dad, those are things you can't delegate. You can't hire somebody to be able to parent your children and then your children to love you more. Like, if you want to be a good dad, that's on your 5%. You need to read a book. You need to listen to a podcast. You need to get counseling. You need to ask an older man that you look up to, like, how do I get to that place? How do I become a good father the way that you are? You need to spend time with them. You need to ask them what they want to do. You can't say you want to be a better husband and not work on yourself. A lot of times, and that my hands up, in marriage, we point to our wives and we're like, hey, you could work on this. It would be better for our family. And we forget to work on ourselves. Like, how are you bettering yourself as a husband? You ever ask your wife, like, what you can do differently? That will go a long way in your marriage. That was free. Okay. That's for you, sir. Like, husband, that is for you. Read a reading plan on the Bible app on being a man. Find a sermon series on serving and what it looks like to be a man in the home. Like, what does that look like? And so this goes for spirituality. This goes for relationships. This goes for health. Again, nobody can go to the gym for you. You can hire a personal trainer, but they can't get you healthy, without you showing up. But gosh, that would be awesome. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to go to the gym. I just want to pay someone to go to the gym for me, but that's not possible. So there's 5%. There's things that only we can do to get to that goal, to get to that destination, to see, like, Paul even talks about, like, to get to the end goal and to receive the prize. Like, what is it that is your prize in life? So here is the order of application. You ready for this? Okay. Find out your 5%. What only can you do in your life to better your life? What can only you do in your life to better your life? What is your 5%? And your 5% might look different than mine. It might look different than your dad's or than your best friend's or your wife's. It could be different than whoever. Okay. Then what you want to do, you want to write out goals. You have to know your 5% first. Okay. Then the goals, write out what your goals you want to put in that 5%. So example, like spirituality. The goal is reading the Bible more, praying more, journaling more. So again, like your 5% comes first. Again, I want to grow spiritually. Okay, so behind that or underlining that is, what goals do I need to put in place to see my 5% increase? Okay, so spirituality, again, the example is reading the Bible, praying more, serving more, journaling more, etc. Okay, then step 3, you want to reach the goal, right? That's the point of setting a goal, not just to write on your wall and be like, look at that. Look at that goal. Because if it's just on the fridge, just on the wall, just in a notebook or on your computer, that's just a dream. That's not an actual attainable goal. It's just like, oh, look at that. It looks so nice there on my wall. Like, okay, well, let's do something about it. So if you're setting up, let's stick with spirituality. Your step is to read the Bible more. Start a reading plan on the Bible app with a friend, with a spouse, with a mentor, whoever. Decide you're going to read a specific Bible. Example, like if you're going to read 1 John. So what I do when it comes to reading the Bible, I take time and I divide that whatever that book is, let's use again 1 John, into 30 days. So I know I can read all of 1 John, which is a super short book, by the way, in 30 days. And I take time with it. Like, I don't rush through my Bible reading. I read a couple verses at a time, because the win isn't getting through it. The win is it getting into me. That's where the win is at. That's where the goal is. The goal is I just want to read and speed read and be, nailed it. If it's not changing me, then I'm not right, because just the same thing. If my Bible, if I'm speeding through it, reading through it like crazy, but it's not changing me, there's no point in doing it. Just like going to the gym. I could pull in the gym parking lot and go in the gym and sit on a bench press, but until I start lifting the weights, I'm not going to see a difference. I have to take time with it. Same thing spiritually, I have to take time with it. So that's reading the Bible, okay? So again, these are steps for reaching your goals. What else you could do for reaching your goals? Pray more, okay? Make a list of the things you want to pray for, because again, we could say, right, my 5% of spirituality, my goal is I want to pray more, but if you don't give yourself a step of what it looks like to pray more, you're going to fail. Make a list who you want to pray for, what you want to pray for. Use Evernote, use notes on your phone, there's so many different ways. Get a piece of paper, write it down, keep it on your desk, in your office, whatever it is. Set a timer, okay? This is super simple. For how long you want to pray for. Maybe right now your prayer time is 2 minutes. Set one for 3 minutes. See if you can go praying for 3 minutes, then 5, then 10. Like, don't think about 30 minutes or 2 hours or anything crazy like that. Just do it a little bit at a time. It's just small increments of growth. That's how you reach goals. It's step by step, right? Okay, another thing what you can do is journal. Like the SOAP method, SOAP. You can write out the scripture, observe what stood out to you, how does it apply to you, and then pray about it. SOAP. Scripture, observe, apply, pray. This will help you focus on that scripture and that prayer time in the application. So again, you can do this, and I just use spirituality for the example here, but you can use this for any part of life, whether it's relationships, whether it's for getting healthy, whether it is, and again, it's your 5%, like for your family, for your health, for your spirituality, for your work, for fill in the blanks. You have to know your 5%. What can only you do? So my name's Joe. Thanks for joining me today on the Pick a Fight podcast. Today, we learned how to pick a fight and fight for leadership. What is your 5%? Take some time, write it down. What can only you do in your life? I'll see you guys on the next one.